What's up, gang? It's your man Key here. We are locked in back with another episode of Key Says Podcast. This is episode 18, man. Y'all add that across, you get Realist 9, man. Shout out to Matter Bros on that, man. But welcome back, everyone. Sorry that I missed out on last week. Hopefully, everyone had a blessed Valentine's Day and Mardi Gras from the last time that I seen y'all. Shout out to Seattle Seahawks on winning that Super Bowl. For you guys, I know it's been a while since I missed that. Shout out to them on that, winning Super Bowl 60. Shout out to Kenneth Walker. I need to pay that man. Y'all didn't franchise tag him, so hopefully y'all ready to give that man a good contract for Super Bowl MVP. Shout out to Sam Darnold as well. Exercising them demons. Cooper Cup on former Super Bowl MVP for the Rams did his thing. JSN, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. That defense, Coach Mike McDonald, everybody just pulled it together, man, and got a dub on the grandest stage of them all, man. So shout out to y'all. Can't wait to see y'all running back again next year. But we here, man. We locked in. We're gonna run through some topics. We're gonna get it popping, easy, going, all of that. So let's get straight to it. All right. So this one is more of wrote this as a question, but at the same time, it's going to be used as a word of advice. And the word of advice that we're going to start off with today, y'all, is you should believe someone for the first time when they show you who they are in terms of what they're showing you and what they're telling you. Believe someone the first time. And I say that because you always want to have that person have the opportunity to either improve themselves along the line of can they develop a different character that is positive from what they're showing you before that might be negative towards themselves or you. And that's just something that you should be taking with a grain of salt, and something that if you want that person to be around your energy space and circle and company, then you have the opportunity, you have the choice and decision to either keep that person in close or release them. So, but in overall, the main message here is to keep your peace at all costs, because that is very important to your life, and it should be, if not number one of your main priorities in your life, in your daily life circle. So, talked about the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. That was the next topic. Got that out the way. Again, got it dub. Next thing I want to talk about is, okay, so what is your favorite pastime TV show that you can literally watch all day, put on the background and just watch it for hours? For me, it's a show that I watched in the past and that has reemerged ever since I don't have cable anymore. I've been using the apps with all these goddamn streaming services apps: Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Amazon Prime, just all these apps. And I just use the antenna just to watch like the local cable shows or anything like that. But I've been watching NCIS New Orleans, y'all. It's a dope show, specifically in New Orleans because I'm from Louisiana. Dope crime type of thriller, suspect trying to catch, killers, dealing with people out of the Navy, Marines, military. It's a dope show to watch. The cast is very likable and enjoyable. It keeps you reeled in, it keeps you on your toes, and it surprises you. Even if it's so many episodes that you forget, and it's like the reruns that you do watch is like, oh yeah, that happened. Like, it keeps you engaged on the end of your seat, and it's just like, oh yeah, that I forgot that's what happened. That's what surprised me. Like, it's very addicting show. So that's something that I watch. Y'all let me know what y'all shows that y'all recommend that y'all watch, and if it's good, I'll tap into it. But that's my show that I recommend to y'all. Another thing is I wanted to tap into. I just got rid of a bad sore throat / I want to say congestion with my nose, and I just want to say, what home remedies do y'all have from y'all? What y'all do, your parents, grandparents, it doesn't matter. Like, does it work, or have they just been telling their old folk stories? Like, y'all let me know whether it's some type of herb or tea, or you putting something in your sock and you have to wear it, or like whatever it is. Y'all let me know what type of home remedies what y'all use, when y'all not feeling the greatest and you don't want to run to urgent care or the doctor or the emergency room or anything, or just rely on heavy medication. Because before all this medication, when we couldn't afford back then, we had to rely on certain home remedies to get us through and being healthy. So y'all let me know any home remedies, and next time, knock on wood, which I hope is not for a very long time, that I don't get sick, but if I do, I'll use them. Still coming with guests, y'all, in the upcoming weeks. We're supposed to have a guest. My name's Skylar. I think that's gonna be my first guest. Sky, we're gonna reach out, we're gonna hook up, we're gonna decide what you wanna do, whether I come to you or you come over here, shoot outside, really don't matter. And that goes for all the guests here. We're gonna lock in, we're gonna make some dope content for the public, and just a place to, get your bearings underneath you and just vibe and have a good time. Like, it's positive, neutral fun for anybody. And we're just gonna give a background about yourself, how we met and everything. Just the few visuals and everything, but for the most part, you come up with good 5, I come up with good 5 topics, and we're gonna shoot a gap from there, and we're gonna get it going. We're gonna disagree, we're gonna agree on some certain things, but overall, we're gonna have some fun, healthy conversation, and we're gonna give content that y'all can watch, like, and enjoy. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give another word of advice here. Don't ever be okay with being second place when it comes to anything or anybody, and I'm gonna stamp it like that. And I'm gonna leave it like that. And next thing I want to get into is, have you ever picked out the wrong person in a friend group? Personally, I've never been through that situation, but y'all let me know if y'all have, and what were your thoughts going in, and like what was the mindset or mind frame of, oh, there's this friend group of girls or guys, and I picked this person that I've started talking to, and now we're in a relationship, or maybe it's just so deep that I can't really remove myself out of, because, oh, his friend or her friend is someone that I really, really, really like, and someone that I may be interested in more with that person that I picked. So y'all let me know if y'all ever been in that situation before, and then how did y'all manage to move around that? Y'all let me know. That's just a good topic that I came up with, and that I want to see what y'all thought about that. Short NBA reaction to the NBA All-Star Game weekend. I did not watch a lick, y'all. I just caught what was on social media, internet, slam dunk contest, 3-point contest, All-Star Game. Heard the All-Star Game was actually competitive this year again, which is a plus. But shout out to Damian Lillard, who won a 3-point contest off of a torn Achilles, which he was recovering last year. So for him to do that, that was dope. For Portland Trailblazers to give him the green light to even attempt to do that, I guess is okay, because it's just shooting. But if I was the owner or the general manager or whoever signing the checks for you, you will sit down and you would not do anything that could jeopardize you potentially getting injured again before you come back and play for my team. But shout out to Damian Lillard, Dame Time, for showing out and bringing the All-Stars to the All-Star event on Saturday night. But in terms of that, that should be the main end of the show for Saturday night, which is the 3-point contest, y'all. Dunk contest, unless the stars don't want to show out anymore and give us what we want. The fans, the stars, Anthony Edwards, Victor Wembanyama, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, anybody, a star named to the dunk contest, then we don't need to have it as the last event for Saturday night. That's just my personal saying and opinion on that. Y'all let me know. But what y'all thought about NBA All-Star Weekend? What would y'all like to see it go next? And if y'all have any idea of how they can improve and fix anything what's going wrong with NBA All-Star Weekend, y'all let me know. Next thing I'm going to get into is another word of advice. Sometimes you can coach someone the best and as hard as you can, but they can still not be good enough to be at your level or potentially theirs. So that's just something, food for thought on that one. And also, next thing is another similar situation on picking the friend group, but it's another circumstance. Okay, so if you met someone in an unfamiliar situation or circumstance, could you ever take them serious in the future? And my question to that would be yes, because it's not about where I found you or how we met. It's about what I see in you and the potential, and that I love you, and that how can we move forward to build together, grow, and trust each other, and just have a foundation together. That's the crux of it, and how we can build towards really truly loving each other and having a family of our own, etc., etc. It's not if, oh, I found the person that I met in love at a strip club, or and she was in jail, or because we don't blame each other for our past mistakes. If we have opportunity to get better and grow and thrive from the mistakes that we made, then we should be able to have that right and build towards that, and should not be judged, because who are we to judge anyone, because we're not perfect either in any situation. So I would say it's not about what you did right then and there, but at the same time it's how can we move past it, and how can we get better and learn from the situation, so that way we won't go back to this bad situation and deal with it all over again. Next thing I want to give another word of advice. Sometimes having something that is just completely yours can change how you look at things. And another word of advice is being the bigger person decides what type of person you are and decides your character, and you don't always have to play the role of victim. Okay. Next thing, eBay. Y'all are sorry, because I've ordered a Jackson Smith and Jigba throwback Seattle Seahawks jersey that I was supposed to wear for the goddamn Super Bowl. Mind you, I ordered this back when there was the NFC championship game when we played the Rams. I want to say it was after that we won. Either it was between that or the week before when we played the 49ers. And I still haven't received it yet. And I was trying to go through the process of canceling the order and trying to get my refund back, but it was all some BS when I had to cancel my credit card, and I would have to start all over with that process. So I was just like, you know what? Forget it. eBay, if y'all out there, please ship my package. It was $50. It was a replica jersey. I don't care. But next year I will have a Seattle Seahawks jersey. Kenneth Walker. If Kenneth Walker is on a team, I will get that 9. If not, I'll switch to Jackson Smith and Jigba. So, also, yo, guys, girls, everybody, please go to the doctor, go to the dentist, go get y'all checkups every 6 months, 6 months or more if possible. Please, just got renewed from my insurance with my job, got renewed to be able to go to, obviously, to the dentist and get cleanings, and been having mouth pain on the right side of my mouth for a while. So to be able to just get back into my routine was a blessing in so many different ways, and I'm grateful for that. And anybody who out there, just go get checked up, no matter if it's with your teeth, anything that's bothering you, please, because we don't know what's going on with our bodies every day, and we want to be healthy throughout our life. So next thing I want to get into is, does the NBA have a tanking problem? And they believe so, because they find, I want to say, a couple of teams like the Indiana Pacers and the Utah Jazz over the past couple of weeks for not playing their players in specific stretches of the game, especially through halftime, second half of the game, third, fourth quarters, when they're down or up in certain situations, because it's rarely seen through there with the effort that they're playing, because you can tell how obvious it is when it comes to these teams tanking to get players that are coming out of this year's NBA draft. Like we would say the Spurs did the same thing when they got Victor Wembanyama from France. So it's just a weird thing. I would say that they do have a taking problem, only from the stretch of the imagination because of the Philadelphia 76ers, what they did with the trust the process BS with Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and all those other players that they acquired with that. But I believe that the NBA is doing everything in their right mind to try to fix the situation and improve their product. And I, for one, recommend that. And I'm all for that because at the end of the day, we are the paying customer and the audience, and we don't want to see bad performance when it comes to any sporting event that we go to or watch or betting on, because betting is also a huge thing in terms of that. And we just want to be everything as fair as possible. But, sometimes it doesn't work out like that. And last thing on my topic is, what is your niche in terms of what is something that stands out to you as a person and something that you could say, oh, this is something that I always do. This is something that everyone or would know about me or doesn't know about me, or something that I just have a routine about and that I can do every single day and it's a part of my everyday life. For me, it could be something small, it could be something big, but I love accessories. And in terms of like just always needing to have something on my wrist, whether it's a watch, expensive watch or whatever, a bracelet. I got this one at my job, and I'm going to read y'all what it says. It's something that I'm going to have for a while. It says, little reminders. You are enough. It's okay to have bad days. Don't believe everything you think. You are so very loved, and be kinder to yourself. And that's just something that my niche, that something that I love. Love hoodies, hats, as you can see, jewelry, chain, something on my neck. I just feel naked if I don't have it. Earrings always iced out, glasses, no glasses. I feel like you're prepared to how you look. Compared, if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you can do anything. And that's just something that you should always keep with you. And that's something that you should never take for granted as well. So that's just something that was on my radar, and y'all let me know what is y'all niches in terms of, it could be yourself, anybody in your family, friends. Like, what is something that you can say that you personally do? Oh, I do this, I like this. Something that makes you stand out, unique in your own way. And that's something that, it could be an infatuation, it could be something you're obsessed with, whatever. So I can name you some more. For me, I like Nike. I have a bunch of Jordan shoes in my closet. Haven't worn the same ones in a while. Keep some in rotation, but I need to get some more wardrobe. That's another thing that I need to check in with. Just very, very complex in terms of certain things with my wardrobe and how I look. Because for me, if I look good, I feel good, and if I feel good, I'm just gonna have an awesome day. And every day is an awesome day because I'm here and I'm alive and I'm healthy and I'm blessed. So that's just my spill and take on that. And that's all that I have for you to give today, my guys. I know it's gonna be shooting 10 minutes shorter because I don't know how much time I have, y'all, on this goddamn iPhone, and I want to get out of here before I have to start all over. I'm gonna keep cleaning that up for you guys in the future, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have longer podcasts for, especially when my guests get here. So hopefully soon I can invest more into this with my computer and camera. Y'all let me know what type of camera recommendations I need to get also to shoot for this podcast, y'all. But sooner or later, this is going to be very, very different and start looking different in the next couple of weeks. And I'm excited for this process. I love every single one of y'all. We in March Madness season, man. We here, we locked in. Great start of the year 2026, man. Love your family, love your friends, hold on to them, love them, kiss them, and enjoy their time while they're here, because we don't know how long we have on this earth, man. I'm telling you. So Sorry, y'all, if this podcast felt rushed, but literally been trying to get this content information out on this book for this second page on episode 18 of my podcast for the past 2 weeks. But I shot it in 10 minutes more or less, and I promise y'all that we're going to have a longer podcast for the next videos. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Key Success Podcast. Shout out to Matter of Rose on Reddit's 9. We here, we back, we still consistent, and we're going to keep thriving. Thank you. Peace.